Malawi is a predominantly rural country with an estimated population of 16 million and an economy dominated by agriculture. According to Food and Agriculture Organization, the income of 85% of the population comes from farming, generating up to 45% gross domestic products and 90% of exports. However, most of the farming is small subsistence farming on a small piece of land owned by the family. The land is prepared by hand during the rainy season, and erratic rains leads to insufficient harvests. The main crop grown by most Malawians is maize, which in drought-prone areas doesn't do very well. The most vulnerable in these situations are women and female-headed households. According to a research done by the World Bank, although more than half of the farmers in sub-Saharan Africa are women, productivity on women's farms was found significantly lower than on men's farms. In Malawi, as low as 25%. This is mainly due to restrictions on land ownership, lack of access to credit and productive inputs like fertilizers, pesticides, and farming tools, and access to markets. Therefore, Islamic Relief Malawi is implementing a project to empower women and men in rural Blantyre. The project aims to address the issues of poverty and food insecurity through an integrated fish farming and irrigation scheme project, whose main objective is to build the capacity of local communities in terms of skills, knowledge, and assets for diversified agriculture. With funding from our ASMAC Charity Foundation, Islamic Relief Malawi is supporting 230 farmers in 3 irrigation schemes in Temaumo, Mandimwi A, and Mandimwi B. In line with Malawi Growth and Development Strategy (MGDS) and Islamic Relief Malawi Country Strategy, Islamic Relief Malawi is addressing the diverse causes of poverty through an integrated livelihoods and food security project targeting majority female farmers in Blantyre Rural. The project aims to improve the income, food security, nutrition, and well-being of communities in TN Somba, Blantyre District. A series of workshops and trainings on fish farming and irrigation are being conducted by facilitators from the local government agriculture department to teach the farmers diverse ways of farming and how to manage their income. The target is to improve the lives of 230 vulnerable households who embraced the development and start clearing the land happily. Construction work begins with fish ponds and the irrigation canals, which will channel water from the source to individual gardens along the project area. The contractors follow through guidelines and instructions to construct the canals and the ponds. In total, 1,500 meters of main irrigation canal and 9 fish ponds are totaling 3,600 square meters constructed in the 3 sites. Islamic Relief purchased all the main construction materials like cement, pipes, and bricks, while the farmers contributed their labor in digging the trenches and the fish ponds, as well as collection locally available materials like sand and stones for construction. Islamic Relief Malawi also provided the farmers with seeds and fertilizers as a starting package to be planted on the irrigated land. Upon receiving their seeds, farmers immediately started managing their crops for the first planting season. Islamic Relief also provided fish fingerings which are being stocked in various ponds across Mtemaumo, Mandimu A and Mandimu B. Within a short period, an impact has been made. Upon harvesting maize in the first segment of the project, farmers are now able to buy basic items on their own. Some are able to pay school fees for their children, buying their own fertilizers, livestock, and even iron sheets for roofing their homes.
My name is Manes Philip. I come from Bande Village in Temaomo Irrigation Scheme. In the past, I was just sitting at home doing nothing. I had no idea of new agro-farming practices. But when government introduced farming clubs, I decided to join Temaomo Irrigation Scheme. That is when Islamic Relief came to support the scheme. They gave us maize and vegetable seeds, chemicals and fertilizer. This was a capital to us because we could not afford such items. I just had my manpower and my hoe. This first season, I have made 55,000 kwacha, which I have managed to buy a goat, realizing that I will also be getting manure from it. I also bought 8 iron sheets for my house project. As this project is going on, they have just given us bean seeds and another bag of fertilizer. I am very hopeful that when I harvest this season, I will be able to complete my house project.
Islamic Relief Malawi has provided the farmers with fish feed, which is supposed to improve the growth of the fish. Hence, a fish sampling is being done, which proves that there is rapid growth in fish and the target duration is likely to be made. Islamic Relief Malawi also rehabilitated 385 meters of old canal at Mandimu A, which was in a very bad state, and a lot of water was being wasted. A total of 910 meters secondary canals have been constructed at Mtemaumo, where farmers with land far from the main canal were struggling to get water to their gardens. Now all farmers are able to irrigate their land properly, and the intervention has seen 120 hectares more added to the 20 hectares that were being irrigated previously. Another 270 meters of secondary canal has been constructed at Mandimu A, connecting the main canal supply to the fish ponds. Mandimu A was the first scheme to do fish harvesting. The farmers happily use nets to catch the fish despite the very cold weather. A total of 130 kgs of fish were harvested at Mandimu A from 2 of the 3 ponds. Some of this fish was sold locally, and the rest was taken to the main city to be sold at a supermarket that Islamic Relief Malawi linked the farmers with.